Good morning, hello everyone. Welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 111 and we're here in Southwest Florida watching the sunrise over the trees and the buildings, and this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. See, I'm still in the shadow. It's hard to gauge this stuff before the camera comes on. Let's see. I'll scoot over to them. There, that's better. Good morning everyone, and thank you for joining me. If you're joining me live, please say hello and tell me if you're crafting on anything this morning. I brought my Morgana shawl turn top, cold shoulder top that I'm working on, and as you can see I've made quite a bit of progress. It's in the undyed form of Be So Serene yarn because I thought I may as well dye it with the yarn as opposed to dye it and then use it. So whatever color I choose to dye next, and I've got a ton of dyeing to do for Be So Serene, this will get dipped in the dye with the yarn. So I'm almost done with the first side of it, and I'll make a second piece, and then I'm going to join them at the shoulder and at the tip here, which will be like a sleeve cuff, and so it'll be an open cold shoulder, and then I'll probably do the edging just from this point to the, okay, so that again. I probably, no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about, I have two projects in my brain for using the half hexagon, two half hexagons of the same shawl. One of them is to do this cold shoulder top, and then the other one is to do this wacky, crazy dress idea I have in my head, doing them this way, but I'll have to have two done in order to work on it and see if my idea will translate to a garment. So once I have both of these done, but before I join them into the cold shoulder top, I'm going to play around with them and see if I can make a dress out of this shape too. And if so, I'll be making two more half hexagons to show you how to turn shawls into garments. Having said that, I wanted to show you another one. This also would work beautifully for the half circle shawls. So like this one, the Marissa shawl from Motif Magic, one of the projects in Motif Magic, you could turn this into a cold shoulder top too if you join two of them at the shoulder and at the sleeve here. I'm going to try to tuck it in my thumb to pretend. Imagine that as a top with that amazing edging being the bottom of your sleeve and across the front. So yeah, Mary, you can absolutely do this. Just make two of this shawl and then join them here and here. You could even practice with safety pins to make sure you get the right position right. In fact, I'll take this shawl off for a minute and see if I can make it make more sense. I have two of this shawl and safety pins, so maybe I'll bring them on Monday to show you a better visual. They're not the same color, but Donna's at work this morning. Okay, turn the volume down really low then so you don't get caught. Okay, so imagine this. Look at how beautiful the half circle actually looks at the belly line. It's not unflattering like, say, a triangular shawl would be. So the half hexagon shape gives you that same flattering belly line, so to speak, the hemline, and an open shoulder, an open sleeve is just one of the sexiest things in the world to me without being overtly sexy. So this would be the top from there. And I can show you on the Morgana to give you a better idea of what I'm doing today. Well, my thumb won't fit in the hole. Okay, so this one's going to be like that. So that will be the top. So the top will come to a point here, come to a point here, and then I'm going to pin, somehow secure them at the shoulder line and at the cuff, like that. And I think that edging is just going to look spectacular as you move your arms. I think it'd be a really great summer, unusual top. So, and I think you could do that with any shawls, not just mine, not just these two. I've got a ton of shawls that you could do this with, and there's even a million more shawls out there. So, I mean, I just like the idea of showing you what you can do with what you already have. So I think half hexagons and half circles will be great candidates for this type of, oh, my eye's watering, will be great candidates for this type of styling. Which brings me to another thing. I'm sure everybody's made a triangular shawl before, and this is one of my new Amazon dresses, and we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. But as I was getting dressed this morning, I wanted to pick the right garment to accessorize it, and I chose the Mary shawl from Motif Magic. This is crocheted in one of the projects in Motif Magic. This uses Be So Fine yarn and Calypso lime, which picks up the lime in the dress. And so I wanted to show you the different ways that you can style a triangular shawl. Sometimes I don't like the point of a triangular shawl, and sometimes I do, and it depends on how you style it. So, first of all, you've got your traditional styling of tying in the center with the point right down in the back. Once in a while I don't mind the point straight in the back, but for the most part I don't think it's the most stylish way to make triangular shawls, because it feels like an arrow pointing down to the bum. So here's my idea. Here's some of my ideas for styling it alternatively. I think it's very interesting to offset the tie and even pull it up a little higher on your neck, like that. This already looks more interesting to me than this. And then when you do that, look how much different the back looks. Doesn't the back look more interesting also? Now you add beads and stuff to the bottom. Yeah, you could go nuts and make it all different ways. I mean, even from this, to find a tank of motifs. Oh, a tank top made out of motifs. I've got some coming. I'm on a motif roll right now that I've started the cardigans. So then, let's see, what else? Then you can wear it low and either pinned right there, which I think that's really pretty, or tied but low, like that, off both shoulders. I think that's really pretty. And then again, you're going to get that offset triangular point in the back, which I like. Now, with a longer triangular shawl, if you were wearing this in the summertime over a bathing suit or something, you could also turn it into a sarong type top, like that, which would be super cute over jeans and a tank top, or a dress that's in a solid color. And then, one of my favorite ways to wear triangular shawls is to wear them as a shrug. So you're going to wear it on your shoulders, centered. You're going to take your 2 points, and you're going to take them to the back. You want to work underneath the point to start with, and tie it into a knot. Okay, can you see that? And now, your option is to either tuck the point inside, or even wrap it up in there, so that you can't even see it, and voila, you've got a shrug. Now you don't need any pins, you don't need to tie it, it's not going to fall off. You have a shrug that looks like it's sized and made to fit you. Just by how tight you tie that knot, you can adjust it for your shoulders, your sleeves, and it looks like it was made to fit. But you know it wasn't, it's just a triangle. So I think this is one of the deceptively simple ways to style a triangular shawl. This also works with a half hexagon. Audrey wants to know about the dress. Okay, I am 5'9", 180 pounds. I bought the large, and it is definitely fitted, which I liked. A lot of times tank top dresses are not fitted, and I feel like they're not as flattering on. So I think if you even went up a size so it wasn't tight, it's very flattering to wear something that's fitted through the waist. And if you're not comfortable in it, that's when you can add accessories like, I'm going to wear a vest over this, or I'm going to wear a shawl as a shrug over it. I'm not entirely sure I would wear it on its own unless I was super hot in the summer, but it has this waistband or waistline seam, and that's what keeps the dress fitted in through here. Now, it's a personal preference how you feel about that. I wanted something a little more fitted. Based on the diet that I've been on of anti-inflammatory foods, my belly gut has gone down. So for me, I want to see that separation from boob to waist to hip, but that's because of being more anti-inflammatory in my diet, it's helped reduce the inflammation in my belly, and so I'm really excited to have stuff fitted in there. You would want to size up if you didn't want it to be super tight. I didn't want it tight either, and it's not tight in my hips, so I feel comfortable in it. The dress is, again, I'm 5'9", and this is a large, and it's just below my kneecaps, which I feel like is a very doable length for me for every day. Like, I'm comfortable even sitting on a towel at the beach to talk to you in the morning, or to go grocery shopping, wear flats with it. I feel like I could dress this up at night and wear it with heels as well. I wanted to show you some of the other prints that I bought already. So anyway, this print obviously works great with Calypso line. I also brought some other yarns to show you how they coordinate. And so I basically bought this one because I thought it would coordinate well with Caribbean turquoise. Yes, KB, it'll be perfect with pockets, for sure. The problem with pockets in dresses, though, is that it adds bulk to your hips, and that I don't like. So I'm very, very particular about buying dresses with pockets in them. Someone's asked where the dress is from. They are from Amazon, and I've put them in my Amazon shop already. It's $18.99, 90% cotton, a little bit of a synthetic fiber, which keeps them no wrinkle when you pull them out of the dryer. And I've got the link in the video description, or you can go to amazon.com/shop/Kristin Omdahl. But again, the link's in the video description and also on my website, where you can find the dresses too. The other prints that I bought are the cheetah print. I'm super excited to wear that, so I guess I have to make something in black yarn now. I mean, right? Bought this one also for the element of Caribbean turquoise. I see Caribbean turquoise in here. I see pink damask. I see crushed berries, and it's on a navy base. Yeah, I love the cheetah print. I think it's the right scale for a dress. It's not too big, not too small. I love it. Then I bought one with hibiscus on it. So this goes with turquoise and crushed berries, pink damask. Goes with tropical hot coral, sun-kissed yellow, and I'm only referring to Be So Fine colors. These all go with the Be So Tender colors and the other yarns as well. And then I bought a Barbie pink. Because I thought this one would be super fun for wearing with multicolor items, even stuff like, I mean, it looks cute with any of it actually. Even if I went matchy or I went contrasty, I mean, you really can't go wrong with a hot pink dress. Oh, even something like this. I think this would be pretty with it. To go stay with the pinks, or even to do a purple like this. Once I make a black shrug or a black cardigan, I think that would be great with the pink too. White would be pretty with it. It looks great with Lilac Memories too. All depends on your accessories, right? It looks great with the green as well. It actually looks great with this. Yeah, and so the dress comes in, I think, like 20 solid colors. It comes in another 10 prints, some of which I bought, some of which I did not buy yet, but I just wanted to get started. This shrug I thought looked really pretty with this one. This shrug looks pretty with that one, but I think it would also look pretty with the hot pink. A solid black dress, I think you could dress up or dress down. They had all different colors of turquoise. So they had like a light Caribbean turquoise, and what do your, oh, it has, then they had a teal and a dark teal. I could show you like so they had colors like these two. They had colors like those, and then they had a color like Caribbean turquoise as well. So tons, just tons. And I thought it was a real fun way to dress up my day. With summer coming right now, it's definitely time for me to start thinking about hot weather and how to stay looking stylish throughout the day. And you know, thanks to Yarn on the Beach, I leave the day a little more put together than I used to, and I can thank all of you for that. Back when I just used to do my commute to take Marlon to tennis, I would leave the house without my makeup done, without my hair done, without showering, and if I had to go to the grocery store in my oversized t-shirts and yoga pants looking like crap, I would be mortified if I ran into somebody. And you all have made me more accountable to myself and forced me to be the person I want to be in the morning. And I love to be put together and styled. And usually by 4 o'clock when I would pick him up at the end of the day, I would be. But I felt like it was just counterproductive to wait later in the day to do that. Oh, thanks, Karen. And so by doing Yarn on the Beach, I made myself more accountable to get dressed, you know, do my hair and do my makeup and dress nicely from the get-go, and really think more about styling and styling with the things that I make. And so it's been so much fun to not only show everybody how to style, but then to actually use it and wear it throughout the day. I can really attribute my knitting and crochet club to that too, because there's another example of being accountable to being put together in the evening as well, I suppose, and to be put together for the entire day, and you know, to just walk the walk. Practice what you preach. And so when I used to do shows years ago, I used to do this, you know, a couple times a year, but now I have the ability to talk about styling and to practice what I preach every single day. And it makes me feel better. I think I feel more confident, I feel more feminine, and so thanks to all of you, it's allowed me to be more of my true self, instead of the single mom who's racing to get things done. So, yeah, KB says her podcast makes her feel more accountable. Drew feels the same way. When you have to show up on camera every day, it makes you more accountable to getting all your stuff done to get there. Yes, Lily, there's all sorts of ways to style yourself without spending a lot of money. I agree. Yes, Leanne, and then you set your intentions for the day, you're put together, and it means that there's nothing you can't do. If I want to go do some intros for a video, I don't have to say, oh, but it would take me an hour to get dressed, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't have to say, oh, I'd love to go meet with so-and-so, oh, I can't because it would take me an hour to get ready. No, whatever I want or need to do, I can choose because I don't have to go get dressed or go shower first. So it's wonderful. And as I've been trying to find things to wear and being asked so much about styling, it's been fun to shop for all of us, right? So I try to find things that I think have good size ranges, are affordable, and make sense for not just me, but other people, and make sense for styling my knit and crochet designs. So it's been fun to shop for all of us at the same time too, and to be able to teach more about styling in the process. So, exciting. Hi Christine, you woke up in time, good. Hi Joan. I missed who said it, but someone said you can change the look of any dress by styling it. Yes, when I'm closer to my closet, like maybe I'll do some styling videos or live streams from my home, it would be really fun to show you how to take any one of these dresses and style it casually, style it medium, and style it for evening. I mean, there are so many different ways you can style up or style down with a simple dress, and then by how you accessorize, whether it's with your jewelry, your wraps, your shoes, your colors, all sorts of different ways. Oh, so I was going to show you also, and this is one of the Mary shawl that I'm wearing is on the cover of Motif Magic right here. Karen says she's always in jeans. I like jeans too. But I'm in South Florida, it's about to get incredibly hot here right now, so dresses are more of my go-to in the summertime. Thank you, Grace. I love turquoise and lime green together. And the navy base, I think, really ties it all together. Okay, looking alphabetically, where's Mary, M-E-R-I? Here we go. Here's the Mary shawl. You see, so it starts with the introduction and all of the details you'll need, like what type of yarn to use, crochet hook, the types of specialty stitches, the schematic, and then it starts showing you how to crochet the motifs. Then we have charts for the square motif, the triangular motif, and for joining the motifs. When I do the video tutorial for this, I will walk you step by step through the pattern, show you how to make each of the motifs, show you how to join the motifs to the previous motifs as you go, and then show you how to block it. And I'll take it off again so you can see how beautiful this combination of triangular and square motifs look together. How beautiful is this? DJ, the leggings are super fun too. I love wearing my Redbubble leggings because they're more dressy than a regular yoga pant too. So the square motifs are joined on the diagonal, which gives you the straight edge along the lower edge. But the flip side to that is that you end up having a jagged edge at the top. So what I did was create a triangular motif out of the stitch work of the square motif, so they're completely complementary. And then I filled in the upper edge with the triangular motifs to give a straight edge there. Now you could also put an edging on this. You could also put beads along the edging. You could put fringe along the edge. You could do all sorts of things with this. I mean, imagine this as a tank top. I mean, for goodness sake, can you even imagine this as a tank top or as a poncho? I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh. Imagine that as a cold shoulder top. It would just be stunning. I love this. I think it would look prettier over a solid color fabric so you can see the detail. So I'm going to tuck this into my shirt real quick so you can see. Oh, and how about lime green and hot pink? How gorgeous is that? But can you see the stitch work a lot better? Jolene, yes, you need some cotton and linen and bamboo shawls for summer, definitely. How pretty is that motif though? And then you see it's the triangle. Let's see, let's find a triangle. So maybe you can recognize that there's the triangle version and there's the square version. And again, once you make these motifs and learn how to join them together, you could make this into any shaped fabric. You could make 2 rectangles and make a tank top. You could make 1 wide rectangle, 2 short rectangles or narrow ones and make a vest. You could make 2 giant squares and make a poncho. You could make it into a rectangular shawl. I mean, once you know how to join these together, you just join them into any shape you want. And let's turn on the sides. You can see how they look when they're not in diamond formation. Again, totally gorgeous. Look at it done that way. It would just make a stunning piece in whatever. Imagine changing color in it. Yes, they do look like suns, don't they? So imagine changing colors. What if you changed color for the center of each one and did this section in a different color and then did the joining in a 3rd color? Can you imagine how amazing that would look? And what if you did 3, 6, or 9 colors to make this the most bohemian rainbow? I mean, once you understand the concept of making any stitch pattern, you then have the opportunity to add any level of your own personal flair of style by changing color, by combining colors. This color is called this color is called Calypso Lime in Be So Fine yarn. Jan says I'm on a roll. My brain goes this fast every day, all day long. Love to have a way to write down all my thoughts as I go. Yes, this is an upcoming tutorial. The goal is to get all of the patterns from Motif Magic in video tutorial, and then going forward in all of my new books, they will all have eventually tutorials for each of the projects too. How many balls for this one? I believe this is a 2-ball project. It's quite a large shawl, And I know a lot of my Be So Fine shawls are 1-ball projects, but I believe this one is a 2-ball project. Yes, it's 2 balls of Be So Fine yarn. Oh, I brought another piece with me today. This is another piece that came back from the trunk show that it was at. This is the Amara shawl from Be So Fine, from Motif Magic. Boy, I'm mixing my words this morning. Sorry about that. This is knit motifs. Can you see those? They're knit in the round on double-pointed needles. Yes, you can order my yarn in India. I ship all over the world. I ship to Australia and India and Europe and Africa, Asia, every week. I get orders from around the world. Yeah, this one looks great with the dress too. I agree. Let's take this off. I think there's enough colors in the dress that I think a lot of stuff would go with it. I think white would still be pretty with it too. But yeah, this would look cute. And again, you can tie this behind your back. If your shawl is not a huge triangular shawl and you have trouble tying it, you could also pin it back there. I've done that as well. So you could just put a safety pin under there. And how adorable is that for a shrug? And again, can you even believe that that's 100% knit? Wait till you learn this tutorial. It's a knit technique that totally looks like crochet. I love that. It would be beautiful in, no, Cebu, I can't convert currency in my head at the moment. I'm sorry about that. All you need to do though is go to my shop and fill your cart, and then I think that it tells you everything you need to know from there. Well, Brandy, this is a simple crochet pack also. Think about it. It's just like the beginning of a crochet hat. It's a simple, you would just do a simple circular in the round motif and then do a chain on the outside of it to join. That would be really simple to convert to crochet. Let's see, well, how much time do we have? Oh, we're almost out of time. Well, I'm going to show you a sneak peek for what I brought for today that we're going to talk about on Monday, and I think you're going to love it. I brought this to Knitting and Crochet Club Tuesday night to show the ladies how many different ways they can combine Be So Fine yarn to make their own version of the Morgana crochet shawl. And so I brought tidbits of all of my colors of Be So Fine yarn to show you how incredibly well all of these colors mix and match together. Cebu, I don't know which one you're talking about. I showed a few. This one is crocheted and this one is knit. Those are the last two that I showed. So just real quick here, we aren't going to have time to go through all of it. Do I have to, you know what, Hazel, I don't have diagrams for that one yet, but I am planning on making them. So you're not going to be able to see too much of this right now, but if you come back Monday morning, I'm going to go over this in detail and show you all the different ways that these yarns can look good together. Some of the combinations are intuitive, what you would go to, like think they match, but what I'll be able to show you is how the ones that you didn't think would match even match also. So it really, we had so much fun Tuesday night doing this, and it was amazing to see how every person came up with their own combinations, and it was just remarkable how many strange combinations that we didn't think of came together. Like I'll give you an example, Joan, who's here this morning, she was looking at this combination, and I had never thought to put Blue Danube with Caribbean Lime and Chantilly lace. Another one that one that we did know we were going to do was, let's see, and then to really show how the variegateds went with the solid. So like this is Tuscan Terrace with Aloha Blue and crushed berries. And then when we looked at Sangria, we realized that there were so many possibilities with the Passionate Plum and Parisian Bordeaux and even Gold and Tropical Coral and Parisian, let's see, I said Parisian Bordeaux. And those are all the colors that are in there, but then we also combined it with stuff like Jaded Peacock. and with Blue Danube and white and black, and even with the pops of color like the Calypso Lime. And then we looked at some of the purples together, which just sing. Look at that. Pink Damask with Lavender's First Romance and Passionate Plum. Oh, the coral and hot pink together. Somebody just said that. This just makes my heart skip a beat. How beautiful are they together? And then what do you add to that? Do you go with a turquoise? Do you go with the yellow? Do you go with a plum? Here's the plum. Or then you can go with the lime. Or go with a pink damask. Or even the white. I missed red. Red's not in the box. So that was perfect that we won't get to all of it today. I'll do it. I'll remember to put red in here and we'll have it for Monday. Oh, Stormy Sea, Blue Danube, and Lilac Memories. 3 that we didn't think to put together until we sat there and played around with all of it. So anyway, we'll do a lot more of that on Monday. And I'll be announcing more details about the Morgana Shawl Crochet Along and when it will start, what to expect, and what you'll need. Yes, there was a yellow in there too. Sun-kissed yellow. And these are a miniature size of Be So Fine yarn. So Be So Fine yarn in a full ball is 650 yards of yarn, and in the tidbits they're a third of a ball or 215 yards each. So it's a great way to be able to play around with color and make your own combination. Oh, you know what I wanted to check before I do anything else? I wanted to look at the colors that I thought would be amazing with the dress I have on now. Look at this. Blue Danube, Caribbean Turquoise, and Coso Lime. Look at those. That would be amazing with the dress I have on. That was my goal, to see that this morning. Okay. So, we had a lot to do this morning. Busy morning. Busy for a Saturday for sure. Lots to talk about, and even more that we didn't get done that we'll get to do on Monday now. So let's take one last minute here, look out on this gorgeous view. How amazing have these waves been today? I can't believe I didn't mention it before now. Man, the sound of these waves is just, I say it all the time, but it never gets old. Love it when they're rough like this today. So let's enjoy this view for one more minute and set our intentions for today and the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much to everybody for taking time out of your busy Saturday to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise. I hope you enjoyed the beach and the waves, chatting with me and looking at my crazy show and tell this morning. If you want any of the links for what we talked about today or different ways to follow me in social media, all of the links for my yarn shop, Amazon shop, Redbubble, all the links to my free patterns, and even all the different YouTube tutorials is all in the video description box. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you Monday. Bye, everyone.